How much was this one needed today?
Yeah, big. So, I mean, we didn't score a ton of runs, but we got really good pitching today, and sometimes it's just no matter how you get it, a win is a welcome relief.
Let's talk about Nick. It seemed like he had a lot of things to go with today, the changeup, the four-seamer, and it seemed like he got stronger as the outing went on.
It was best game of the year by far against a really hot lineup and a hot team. Can't say enough about the way he pitched. Used really everything. Maybe not as many cutters, but good changeup, curveball, good fastball, a little better velo at times today too, and obviously was throwing strikes to get to 7 innings.
It seems like the whole team came out with some fire today, showing the defense early on especially.
Yeah.
How much did that set the tone as well?
We've been pretty consistent defensively this year. Kimmy's getting better at second, more comfortable there. Manny had a great day defensively. So in games like that, when it's 1-0, a lot of times defense has to show up.
Juan Soto with the home run, that's the difference. Does he get the credit, or do you get the credit for moving to the other side of the dugout to maybe get him jump-started?
Desperate measures for desperate times, I guess. I've pulled. Actually, their first baseman looked over me and he looked at me. He goes, "I've seen that move before." So, yeah. I mean, I think there are a lot of things. It's a superstitious game. You can't hurt, right?
Nick goes 7 shutout. You have some rotation decisions to make. How does this figure into it? What will Nick's next?
I don't know yet. Could complicate it. I'm not sure, but. We're just focused on today's game. We'll figure it out as we go along. He's obviously going to be down for, at least a few days, probably 3 or 4 at least. And, if it's a bullpen thing, we'll see. If it continues in the rotation, not really sure yet. It's something to talk about.
You've made it these 20 games without Fernando. What is kind of the excitement level now, knowing that he's going to be back?
Very. I mean, for myself included, like I said, it's been a long time. So I've been... You're looking forward to getting him in there. You see what he had to offer in spring training. You see how he's swinging the bat in AAA. He couldn't be more excited about getting into the lineup. It's almost like, the reinforcements are coming. Joe's going to pitch this series too. So personnel-wise, we're going to have a much better team.
Understanding it is a series in April. I mean, you're playing a division rival, a rival that's gotten off to a pretty good start. Is it really positive to have those two guys coming back for this weekend? And what do you kind of... How do you kind of?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season. It depends. If we were playing better, it wouldn't feel like every game right now feels like we have to try to get on track, especially offensively. So adding him to the lineup should certainly help.
Bob, I know it's a couple series down the line, but I won't see you till then. I'm just curious your thoughts on the excitement of going to Mexico City, what that's going to be like, bring baseball to a different culture like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been to Japan a couple times, and it just feels different. Feels like you're trying to celebrate the game somewhere else, and also promote your brand. And with us here in close proximity to Mexico, I think we have hopefully quite a few fans there. Everybody's excited about doing it. Kind of breaks up the season. Kind of, I don't want to say monotony. It's all when you're in the big leagues, it's great. But to be able to go do something like that, in another country for a couple days, that would be pretty cool.
Things, we're scuffling a little bit as a team, but. Again, I think when you keep us in it, guys are going to come through. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. With a team like that, you can't really give them a chance to breathe. And I think I feel like I did a good job, keeping my foot on the pedal there.
Does the infield defense behind you still amaze you from time to time?
Heck yeah, man! It's incredible. Especially I played that. I played those positions basically my whole life, and it's not easy. And to stay locked in like that, those guys are that's why I don't have a voice. I was yelling pretty much every inning from the plays they made.
What's your expectation for your next outing? You made it clear that you want to go ahead and be a starter, but you'll also do whatever it takes to help this team win.
Yeah, the goal in mind is to win a World Series. So whatever the team needs at whichever time, I just ask for transparency and communication.
What has that been like this year compared to last year?
It's been good. I mean, we're just 4 starts in, so there hasn't been a need for communication on role playing, what my role is yet, but the communication's been there with adjustments and how my stuff is looking, and what's needed for the game.
Your mentality seems to be you're pitching for your spot every day, no matter what. Is that right? Is that how you view it?
I mean, I'm pitching to win a ball game every day. I don't know about pitching for my spot. Obviously, my spot is solidified on this team. In terms of what capacity that comes, I've been very clear from the beginning that I want to win a World Series. So, at the same time, as long as the communication's there, it makes it easy for me to go out there and bust my ass if I know what my direction is, what my goal is, what the objective is.
Nick, what's your excitement level to have Fernando get back on this roster?
I'm freaking pumped, man. He's no doubt a talented player. He's going to add some length to this lineup and a much-needed spark at this time, yeah.
What's your excitement level? I know it's a couple series down the line, but to get to Mexico City, experience baseball down there, what do you think that's
I think it's great. I think it's great for our game to kind of shine a light, on especially guys in this clubhouse, their talents, and I think they're to be in a city like Mexico City. I'm a big history guy. I love old cities like that, and I'm ready for the excitement that the fans are going to bring.